Hello, welcome to Unbind Your Divine. Today I am starting a new adventure on my soul's journey, and I want to say thank you for being here. If you're here, it's going to be an interesting twist on your typical tarot readings and such like that. I love tarot readers, absolutely. Never up until recently did I see that being an avenue that I would be called upon, but here we are. So this isn't, my aim is not to tell you the love of your life is coming to get you, or abundance is flowing freely. I'm not here to do a surface level reading. I was inspired to do this twist on tarot readings and energy readings. I am a certified somatic healer, an energy channel, quantum energy healer, as well as an intuitive, and among other beautiful things that I get to enjoy. When I first started on my journey, shadow work, healing, shadow work, healing, shadow work, healing, shadow work, healing, I ran myself ragged in circles trying to figure out how to do it. What's the best way? Where is this hiding? Can I work next? What is this wound? What is this feeling? What is this sensation? And I know for me personally, I would have benefited from having a different perspective offered to me as far as how to work with my somatic sensations, my suppressed emotions, to help clear away those things, to receive the abundance, to receive the love that I was longing for, and all those beautiful things. And if you look at things from a quantum energetic level, when large communities get together and they pray for a one specific intention, mountains move. And we have witnessed this over and over again. My goal here is to reinforce the idea and to work with the idea you can only go as high as you do deep. And my intention with this style of reading is to help us go deep collectively so that we may rise higher collectively. And so I am working with my spirit guides, my loved ones, and I have four decks that I've been called to work with. And we're going to tap into our suppressed emotions. And this is going to be a safe space and a guided space, a container of healing, so that collectively, if you choose, if you take this invitation to sit with these suppressed emotions, to sit with these guidances, that felt weird. The guidance that is going to come through today in this channel, knowing that the deeper you go, the higher you can rise. My intention is that this is going to be a safe space for us to collectively work within the shadows together. Is just imagine if we collectively cleared these suppressed emotions from our somatic bodies all at once. How much higher we can rise all at once together. How much clearer we could all be. How much more beautiful the world could be. Because we're all connected and we all want to enjoy the good things together. But I truly believe it takes a village to help you to sit with the harder aspects of life, the things that we avoid more often than we should. So, without further ado, I'm going to tap in. This is a oracle deck of suppressed emotions that I created myself, soon to be published and whatnot, but until then, here they are. So I'm going to start this journey. Spirit, what is the suppressed emotion that we are going to be working with today with this collective that is tuned in to this reading? That's too much. All right. I'll take that one and this too. All right. So we got the emotions, get the location. Spirit, where are these emotions located within our subtle body and auric field for the collective to consciously work with that area? One more. Thank you, Spirit. What came out first? Okay. All right, Spirit, what is safe space within that we could tap into, tune into, to best support the collective in working with these energies? Beautiful. And what is a message from our soul for this pocket of energy? I'll take it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so what we got from the Suppressed Emotions Oracle deck, we got 3 different pockets that the collective could work on collectively. That's a beautiful word, and apparently it's going to be used abundantly. So first we got remorse, anxiety, and frustrated. So working with these emotions, working with these energies, even just looking at where you're at right now, present moment, what are you experiencing remorse at, anxiety and frustrated, and where do you feel it in your somatic body? Do you feel remorse in your throat for not speaking your truth? Is it in your heart for not acting on your intuition, or your gut for not following your gut? Same with anxiety and frustrated. Take a moment to sit with these words silently, breathing in your body and asking your body, where is this pocket held within my being? You will get an intuitive ping. You'll feel a twinge, a heaviness, or just a knee-jerk reaction the second I say these words. Next, I pulled from the Subtle Body Oracle deck, and 3 locations came out. Your 6th auric field, the future in resonance. Lots of purple, lots of purple. And then the 11th auric field, summoning forces and manipulating form. To me, this feels like calling in divine assistance to help with this healing process. And then the 1st auric field, bodily health and basic needs. So are you feeling frustrated with meeting your basic needs, or anxiety around meeting your basic needs, or remorse for not tending to your basic human needs? These are all great reflective questions to work with within this container of collective healing. And then from the visions of the soul, well, first I pulled the Inner Temple Oracle This deck, I absolutely love it. I've been really enjoying the daily messages I receive from it for my own personal journey. I recently lost someone that I loved dearly, and it's been a season. That's for sure. So I'm going to go over the soul, the visions of the soul, and then because I'm being guided to read Save the Inner Temple for last, as they want me to read the oracle message for those two cards. But the visions of the soul, they're meditation and portal cards. I highly recommend this book. I could stare at these images all day. They're fabulous. So we got the divine rising, and just look at that magic. Your divine is rising through this process of self-examination and reflection. And then we got the crown chakra. Lots of purples once again, because we got the 6th auric field, and the 11th auric field has similar pink and purple action happening here. And then a spiritual rebirth. Look at that fire. Same with the 1st auric field. Your 1st auric field and your crown chakra, you're going through a complete rebirth through this process of examining your remorse, your anxiety, and your frustration. It's going to be powerful and beautiful, and I'm so excited for this. So the last 2 cards to come out from the Inner Temple Oracle deck, which I will read, are Just Watch Me. Just watch me transmute this yuck into gold. Just watch me prove every limiting belief false. Just watch what you're going to do after you break through and you call back your power from any remorse, anxiety, and frustration. Being that we create our own reality, we created that remorse. We created that anxiety. We created that frustration. And if we didn't, we allowed it. You allowed it into your being. You allowed it to sit within there. You allowed it to stew, to brew, to bubble up to the point of a divine rising and a spiritual rebirth. Taking the reins, which is beautiful. And then the Chamber of Inspiration. Fudgin' love this card. Look, it's just magical. Okay, I'm going to read Just Watch Me, and then I'll read Chamber of Inspiration. Okay, just watch me. Watch out, world. Here you come. It is time to make your entrance, to leave your mark, to let yourself be seen and your presence known. You are ready. This moment has been a long time coming. You've been working toward it for a while now. All the details have been taken care of. What others think of you is irrelevant. This card is unbridled confidence, self-worth, encouragement, confirmation, and empowerment of stepping out and taking up space. You don't need anyone's approval but your own. No permission slip is needed. You've arrived. This isn't the time to question, fit in, or play small. This is the time to expand and emanate. You were not born from the sidelines. Step forth and radiate with confidence. If you've been working towards something for a while, this card is an indication that your efforts will pay off. If others have doubted or underestimated you, this is your sign to keep going and trust yourself. What would you do if you were truly confident? How would you hold yourself, and what would you say? If you knew it all would work out, what would you do and how would you do it? Whatever the answer is, do that. Don't waste your time worrying about what others may think or say. Don't look back. Keep your gaze straight ahead and let them watch on. The soul's inquiry reflection is, if you were feeling confident, what would you do? What would you do? Where is That's a beautiful card. Even just touching that card, I feel activated. Activated. All right, where is... We got the Chamber of Inspiration next. That one is page 44. So maybe 44 is significant. The Just Watch Me was on page 100. I know that one because I pulled that card for myself just yesterday. So that's beautiful. Double confirmation. We're all connected. So I'm working through these same pockets just as anyone else who's observing this and decides to grab this invitation to work with this container. So the Chamber of Inspiration. Oh, this card is so beautiful. This is the card of divine inspiration and creativity. Your ideas are divinely guided and you are being encouraged to follow those sparks of inspiration from within. There are creations that are beckoning to be born. Co-create with life and bring them into form. What's inspiring you right now? And how will you follow that inspirational trail? We're creative beings living in a creative world. Life itself is creative and is always creating every moment, every day. And because you're a part of life, you're always creating too. Many people believe that they are not creative, but to live is to be creative. To create is to put things together for something new to be born. A moment earlier, that creation didn't exist. And then all of a sudden, the dream is realized. What an amazing thing creativity is. This card can be a confirmation to tend to those seeds of inspiration you've become aware of. It could indicate an exciting new creative project or a period of wonderful creative expression. Tend the seeds of inspiration that are budding and blooming within you. The soul longs to create. The moment you feel stuck, trapped, or captive, you cut yourself off from spirit and creativity. When you feel free and allow yourself time and space to play and for your inner child to roam free, inspiration will bubble up within you. What inspiration have you had recently? What ideas have been beckoning you forth? This card is encouraging you to trust your inspiration and your imagination, to act on the inspiration. Your creations are inviting you to bring them into form. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love that. So if any of this sung to you, take it and work with it. If you have any questions, or if you are looking for a safe space and a guide to help you work more deeply with somatic release practices, activities, and guidance, I offer one-on-one somatic coaching as well as release rituals and various forms of coaching services. If you're interested in booking a session, a one-on-one session, or would like to reach out for some support to work with some of these heavier energies like anxiety, frustration, and remorse, you can email me or check the links below. My website is almost completed and I am so excited to have that available for smooth sailing moving forward. So I hope some of this served you. I hope some of this inspired you, gave you clarity on anything you may be experiencing, or just gave you a entertainment or a direction to go in for your own personal healing journey. So yeah, have a great day.